I didn't even see a little Solomon's note chest anywhere. Did I miss a door or something? 9, the leap. And somehow we end up here. Okay. Wherever this is, the subway.
We're almost there, Leviathan. The final step between me and the old city's upon us. I wish I could take you along.
Yeah, I wish so too. But we can't. Oh, that was creepy. I thought I saw someone standing out there. No, it was just my brain trying to mess with me. Okay. More eyeballs, more pops, more rats. Just pops everywhere. Telephone. So I guess we're in the old city now? We're just in the subway of the old city?
Will you remember me? After all, I could never forget you. And how can I even begin to thank you for all that you've done for me? You protected me from a world that I was too weak to bear. But now the distant shores of another reality are calling me home. To something I've never seen before. A dangerous and unpredictable world lies ahead of me. But I'm ready to let loose the sails.
Okie dokie. So this must be the old city. There's water pipes going everywhere. What's that say? Sharon Station. Well, now where the hell do we go? We've got like a whole city to wander around here. Let's go up this way. Probably gonna end up missing like everything, but how would I know? Oh, what's this say? Just want to sail? Yeah, we do. We actually do just want to sail. Travel in style. Book your journey aboard the Escape. The Escape, hey? So what are we escaping from? Let's see. 982. It started when I was a child, I'm sure. It started just after I began to ask questions. I asked them over and over until my poor parents were forced to resort to arbitrary certainties. Why, I asked. Why? Over and over I wanted to regress until I hit a point where I said, so? As the only acceptable answer. It was at that moment, that a small moment of parental authority, that I felt safe. In the most bizarre and unfortunate turn of events, I fell downward into an acceptance of an end to regression. But the good was never perfect. It was it. All I wanted was the good. I wanted to maintain my happiness, my contentment, even if it was born of a less than ideal perspective. 983. But what is an ideal perspective, anyway? What is the perfection that I should have latched onto? That's just the fun of it, isn't it? Isn't it real? It isn't real. It's a dream, my dear reader. The ideal was never real, and it was never within my grasp. To even attempt to reach it would have destroyed my happiness. The child in me could not handle this, however, so I rejected the ideal. I wanted to remain safe, yes, and I did so until it happened. What was it? What was it?
My father once recited a poem to me about an older world. I believe it was called Dover Beach. I can still remember the imagery. just the words that escape me. We stood at the shoreline, waves crashing in, each wave eroding yet another piece of what I once believed. I think my father saw what was happening to me. He saw the dwindling of my dreams, the death of discovery. I could no longer rely on Abba to build my dreams back up. Left with nothing, I convinced myself that there were no dreams.
Okay. Great. Lots more books. Residence? Minotaur residence? Maybe? Oh, look at this. Little projector. What's this? Goodbye, Bell. There's Bell. Oh, so is this Solomon's place? Oh, what did all these say? Okay, 984. It happened. I fell. I began to defend my happiness with arbitrary walls made of certainty and realism. I created rules and structures that only had the effect of caging me in something entirely arbitrary. I did this all for the sake of happiness. Yes, as the others began to encroach on my cage, the dwellers with differing perspectives, I became more vigilant in my defense until I was villainous. I harmed anyone who dared challenge my sight. Of course, I was never a dweller. I never had their communal spirit. Even from the start of the end, I was called a Minotaur. That was simply due to my misanthropy, however, and it had hardly anything to do with my desire for the inland. Although it is true that their communal tendencies tend to make it difficult to break out of their cage, but I dare say it isn't impossible. 985. At first I thought the inland was a farce. I had been told by the few other Minotaurs that I'd seen that it was some sort of center for enlightenment amidst our fallen world. The dwellers who had spoken to me on the subject had a far less optimistic understanding. Then again, why would they need enlightenment when certainty already exists? Minotaurs have the advantage of being self-discrepitory. That is to say, when you have no true arrogance manifested in certainty, you'll latch on to any anchor you can find. It was the same for me, it seems, as I eventually adopted the notion that the inland held the answers. I also began to feel as though I had none. And 986, my desperation grew as I lost all sense of truth. I began to feel my sight fading, and the thoughts of suicide crept in. I had truly hit the bottom of the broken progression. This is an especially unfortunate place to be in, as it became impossible to see the upward tangent. The leap becomes obscured by void, and there doesn't appear to be any progression at all. Okay, so this guy's kind of given up hope, I think. So let's keep going. Let's see what's in this door here. Ooh, music changed. Someone's studying outside, it looks like. Again, another one of those weird symbols. Another ominous hallway. Exit. Hmm. 987. Everything changed, however, when I learned to use my dreams. I had always dreamt, of course, but the question was of their usefulness, not their existence. I could not escape them, so the latter point was moot. Dreams have an incredibly powerful hold on one's perspective of reality, even if they have little to do with it themselves. After falling, my assumption was that the dreams existed to taunt me. They seemed to only contrast the ideal with the real. This made the real all the more depressing. But I do not believe that this is where the dreams have their use. 988. Dreams act as impossible ideals that should never be fully grasped. Rather, they should serve only as a direction for progression. The dream will never be realized in your lifetime, dear reader, but the real will change marginally, a marginal effect caused by a relatively small part of humanity. Your task is to bring the dream to the real, even if the effect is marginal. One giant leap, reader. 989. Abraham, they call me. At least that is the name I gave to the young dweller who asked me the other day. What an irrelevant question. My name is as important as my status as an individual. Anyway, I could see the glimmer of the pointlessness in his eyes. It is the driving force behind progression. If only he can accept the marginal nature of the process. He must be able to remove his worth as an individual so that he may take his own leap for only a small reward. When meaning is deconstructed, the only driving force for progress is the acceptance of uncertainty, dreams. The old city will never offer enlightenment. On the contrary, it offers only further dreaming, and it is now time for me to take my leap. I wish more would come along. All right, well, I imagine we're going to be taking a leap as well. Where are we? Okay, so there's that station. We came out of this door. What's up here? Nothing. No notes. Whoop. Jump down. Maybe that was a leap. Maybe we just took our leap. Okay, what's over here? Whoa, what is that? Oh, look at this. What's this? Anything over here? No, I don't think so. What is all this on the ground here? What is this? Is that like a whale? Looks like a whale. Arrows pointing to the whale. What's this? Eyeball? A minotaur skull? Eyeball, minotaur skull. Some more weird arrows. Deduction, certainty. Sail, boat.
Here it is. The leap. Goodbye, my old friend.
What? Oh. Oh no, no. Oh, that's the kind of leap they're talking about. Watch your step. We'll be taking the leap, I guess. Well, okay, here we go.